Do you know what? It's sunny outside, it's beautiful. Might as well do it here. For those of you who watched my last video, you'll know that I'm in the countryside, I'm in the wilderness alone. I'm with nature. I'm with the bugs, I'm with the birds, I'm with the bees. Hey guys, oh my god, hey. Literally, I am refilming this whole video because I am a perfectionist. I literally filmed the whole video and like a quarter of the end was out of frame. And my problem is like I'm so kinesthetic, which means that like I move all over the place. I'm gonna try so hard to do this video without moving all over the place. I'm gonna try hard to just sit still so that I don't go out of frame. Okay, so let's go into it. The reason that I want to make this video is obviously because I consider myself an actor. I'm a drama teacher and I still consider myself an actor. And I wanted to be an actor ever since I was like 14 or like 16. Like a lot of us young creatives, young kids who want to perform. And at that time, like I had such like an idealistic view of what it meant to want to become an actor. Like I would watch like E!Entertainment and I would see like these actors who have made it, like they're at the top of their game, and I'd be like, oh my god, like that's gonna be me one day. And they would talk about the stories of how they made it and these glorious like lucky encounters. By chance they came across this agent and by chance they were thrusted into stardom. So I always thought that like that's what would happen to me. It would just happen. And for many years, for like 10 years after that, I had that idea. I really didn't think about the realistic aspect of being an actor and what it actually takes to be one. And when I actually looked into it, when I actually like looked into going through the steps to make it, I realized just how like unappealing it is. And I realized just how little I wanted to go down that route. And that doesn't take away from any aspect of who I am as a creative. It still makes me a creative, it still makes me a performer. I just don't want to go down that stringent path. Now, this stringent path I'm talking about it is very specific to my experience, which is in the UK, and my experience as a drama student. There may be a world of other experiences that you could get ideas from and that are completely different to my opinion, but this really is my opinion about the industry and why I think that it really does enslave us as performers and enslave us as actors and drain us of our creativity. So let's just go straight into it and I'll give you a few experiences that kind of give you an idea as to why I feel this way. When I was like 25 or 26, I decided to finally go to drama school. I'd basically tried before, it didn't work out. Like I'll make another video explaining why it didn't work out. But basically at about like 25, 26, I decided, right, I'm going back. I'm going to the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. I luckily got accepted. At that time, it was the #1 school in the country. So I was over the moon to get a master's there. And actually, luckily, I ended up getting a master's in a course that wasn't anything to do with that very stringent path I'm talking about with acting. But at that time, when I first started the course, I didn't realize how lucky I was being on that course. I thought, oh my god, it's so like avant-garde. It was very much about making your own theatre, making your own shows. So not going to like an audition, not going to a casting director and trying to get a part, but making your own work, collaborating with your own people. So if you're an actor, you'll be like, oh, you know what, I have this idea, I'm going to find a writer to write it for me, and I'm going to find a director, I'm going to make my own work, I'm not going to go to auditions. And I didn't realize just how much that kind of was in line with my values. But anyway, at the beginning of the course, I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm in the UK, like maybe this course isn't working for me at the time. I didn't think it was working for me. So maybe I should try and be an actor while I'm on this course, try and be an actor the traditional way. And so I did. And so I went on, I inquired around, I asked around how do I become an actor? And I found out that the only way really is to get onto Spotlight. It's basically a database for actors who want to make it, who want to get roles and things like that. What I learned is that the only way that I was able to get onto Spotlight was for me to have gone to a CDS drama school, which is a select handful of drama schools in the UK that are accredited. And so those are the only drama schools that will allow you to get onto Spotlight. And then Spotlight is really the only platform bar and a couple of others that will allow you to get work in the acting industry. The only other way that you can get on Spotlight is by having 3 credits at least. I think it's 3, and credits are basically proof that you've acted in things before. So for instance, if you've been in 3 TV commercials, you just need to provide proof that you have acted professionally before. Knowing that already said a lot to me. That already told me, okay, well, in this acting industry, in this acting world, in this society, only a very select few are at the get-go, at the doorstop, are allowed at the door. Sorry, the what's it called? The damn door frame. I don't know what the hell it's called. Door stop, door frame. At the freaking mat, the freaking welcome mat of the acting world. Right at the beginning, they've already limited so many people. Now, that I see that as good in a way, because it whittles down all of the crap, all of the people that don't take it seriously, like they want to unclog everything. But at the same time, for people who don't have the funds, don't have the means to be able to, go out there and become an actor, it makes it really difficult. So at the get-go, that was the first thing I realized. But then I was like, okay, fine. I signed up because obviously I was going to a CDS drama school, so that allowed me the ability to get onto Spotlight. But then it became, okay, well, now I need headshots, I need a show reel, I need voice reels, and how am I going to get those? Okay, let's have a look. Go on Google, let's have a little check, let's have a little look at how the girl's going to get this damn headshot. I have a look, it's like cheapest, 250, 300 pounds for headshots, hundreds of pounds for show reels. And that's when I realized, like, wow, it's really expensive to be an actor. If I want to be an accountant, I can just graduate from university and go and apply for a job. No, not from there, not for that. I'm going to have to spend thousands of pounds in order just to set up my Spotlight profile, and spend £100 or so a year for the Spotlight account. Okay, so actors who generally don't have a lot of money are feeding into a system that is kind of like draining them financially. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm still gonna go ahead. And then I went to get my agent. So I got in contact with an agent, and he was really interested, and I was like, and it happened really quickly. I was like, yes, oh my god, I'm so excited, like, I'm gonna have an agent. And he was like, yes, great, I love your headshots, I love your show reel, I love this, I love that, yeah, let's meet. So he met up with me. Whew. That was a funny meeting, let me tell you. A very snazzy bar in East London. It's very, like, high scale, upscale. He invites, I wait for a good amount of time, but anyway, that's another story. We sit at the bar. He doesn't buy me a drink, but anyway, on the get-go, he was like, oh, you have an amazing look. You have a great look. Oh my gosh, you're one of the BAME actors. BAME actor is basically Black, Asian, mixed ethnicities. I think that's what it stands for, and it's really big in the UK, because UK is big on like diversity and like promoting diversity in film and stuff like that. So he was like, you have a great look. Where are you from? And I was like, I'm from Cyprus. He's like, oh. He's like, well, the thing is, mate, how do I say this? You have a look that doesn't really fit with your name. George Anastadi Barbadis. It doesn't really fit with your name. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. But I'm proud of my faith. Not my faith, sorry. Who's talking about faith here, George? Why are you getting all religious? Jeez. This ain't a religion video. I'm proud of my culture. Oh, no, of course, you're proud of your culture, of course. But the thing is, like, you look like an Ahmed. You look more like an Amir. You look more like a Hakeem. What do you mean? Well, the thing is, like, casting directors, they're not going to want to cast a George Anastasiades with your kind of face. They're just not going to want to do that. So have a think about it. Have a think about changing your name. Have a little think about it. Amir, shorten the name Anastas, whatever. Let's just make it sound a little bit more Arab. And then I tell you what, you're perfect, It felt a bit iffy to me. It felt a little bit like a sales pitch. It felt just a little bit niggly in my soul. And then he was like, And then let's get you some headshots. The ones that you have right now, they're all right, but let's get some like shots of you as a doctor, as a terrorist, as a student. I'm like, a doctor and a terrorist. Did I even tell you I wanted to be a doctor or play a doctor or a terrorist? Or so what are you? Oh yeah, you know. Well, the thing is, like, you know, it's that you might think it's racist, but it's not really. It's just, you know, that's the thing. Like, you're gonna be cast. This is the reality, and it's. He was trying to normalize it and basically say it wasn't racist, and I'm just like. The funniest part of this all, I was with him having the interview, and all of a sudden, like, this guy comes up and he's like all suited up and fresh, and he's got like, you know, plucked eyebrows. Hello. And what's so funny is, like, I kid you not, he looked like a cardboard cutout of me. It was like looking in the damn mirror. I was like, he's like, hi, I'm here for the interview. And the guy almost was like, it was almost like this guy was like on a date, and like another, like his girlfriend had turned up on his like secret date. He was like, oh, yeah, just have a seat over there. And he's like, anyway, because I think he just lined up like cardboard cutout of me, like dark-skinned, amazing eyebrowed individuals, you know? I mean, I thought I was one of a kind, but seems like I'm not. All of my family and friends were like, you should do it, do it, go for it. And I was like, they were like, it's an agent. And I was like, but the thing is, it doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. But I was still like, okay, I'm gonna sign my soul to the devil. Screw it. Long story short, like, I never ended up getting work with him, so whatever. What I learned from that is the typecast element. There's so much more to me than looking Arab. And like, I don't even fit into that state. Like, I couldn't even imagine myself acting as a doctor or a terrorist. Like, it's just not me. Like, I'm George. Like, it's just not me, you know? Okay, fine. I had the agent, whatever. Then I started working as an usher at the Old Vic Theatre. And that was such an eye-opener for me, literally, because everyone there were actors. Everyone there had either been to a drama school, was at a drama school, was trying to make it as an actor, was like hustling, do it. Like, everyone there was a performer one way or another. They were trying to damn make it. Like, you know what I mean? And let me just check. Oh my god, my foot. Oh, let me just check that it's still working. Okay, it's still working. So yeah, they were trying to damn make it, like, one way or another. And gave me such an idea, actually, for a show. If anyone out there is interested in collaborating for a show, want to give me a few £1,000,000 to make it, like, I'm into it. Like, let's do it. It just made me think of a prison, because all of these actors were out there trying to make it, and they were all like in these black clothes. We were all like dressed the same, and we were all doing the same thing. We were all, you know, at the briefing session, like, they were all talking about their auditions, and you know, they were all doing the same thing. They were all freaking, you know, going to auditions, and they had agents, and, you know, they were just like hustling in the same way that everyone else was. And when it was briefing time, they were all just kind of like sitting around, lazing around. I got this vibe that they were like, there was a good sense of camaraderie because we were all in it together, but there was this underlying sense of like struggle and suffering, and they were all just kind of like, you know, it's a hard knock effing life for us, man. You know, geez, like, you know, cell block damn tango. Like, I was just waiting for them to like do the cell block tango. It was just like, my god, it was so sad, because everyone is bound by the system. Like, so few people are gonna make it out of the ushering. Everyone's trying to make it out alive, and that's what I really felt. There's one guy I spoke to, he'd been there for like 7 years, and he's like, man, I've been trying, and he looked so tired on his face. He looked like me, and he's like, you know, he's another cardboard cutout of damn me, and he's like, you know, I've got good eyebrows, and I've got beautiful chocolate skin, and I'm just beautiful, you know. I was like, I know how that feels. Like, it's really hard. And he was basically like, but I'm trying to make it, and, you know, they just want me to be a terrorist, and I can't do that. And I was like, why don't you just get out? Like, why don't you just do something else then? Like, I'm not saying don't be an actor. I'm not saying don't be a creative, but why don't you find another way to do what you love? And that's the thing, none of them were willing to. I asked so many of them, I was like, of the ushers, my fellow ushers, and they were basically like, you know, they were kind of stuck in the fact that the only way to make it was to have an agent and just keep going to auditions mindlessly. It's kind of like gambling. It's kind of like, you know, you keep going to the casino, you keep plugging in, you keep plugging away, and one day you're hoping for that big win. But honey, that big win is not going to happen. Like, the lottery is not going to, you know, happen for you. You got to create your own money. Don't try and win the lottery. Try and make your own business. Try and, you know, build your own empire so that you can get money that the lottery would give you, but through hard work. And that's kind of my message for today. I'm like, you know, for all of those actors out there who have been trying day in, day out to plug into the system, stop being a damn slave. Stop thinking that, you know, this system is going to work out for you. I'm not trying to discourage you. That system may work for so many people, as it has, but at the same time, if it's not working for you and you feel like it's not you and you're tired of doing those damn TVCs, those damn TV commercials, sipping a damn carton of milk, like, who wants to do that? And, you know, then think outside the box. The world is your oyster. The world is full of inspiration. If you're a creative, I'm sure you have other creative talent other than acting. I'm sure you can write. And if you can't write, I'm sure you can conceptualize an idea. I'm sure you've conceptualized loads of show ideas. Grab a writer, grab a director, grab someone who's business minded and create the work yourself. Who wants to go in front of a random stranger who's going to look at a picture of you and tick or cross and tell you that you're worth it or not? You don't need to be that damn slave. And to be honest, I've come across celebrities and met celebrities firsthand who look miserable because they've narrowed themselves on that path. And you know what? If the industry drops them in a second, flicks them aside, then they're nothing because they've built nothing else. They've allowed themselves to be puppets. They've allowed themselves to sip at the teat of the cow that is the damn industry. I'm getting damn metaphorical up in here. You have the power within you as a creative to be who you want to be as a creative. Follow your heart and your gut. Don't follow this boxed community, this boxed industry that has been created for us that is very actually uncreative. It's not really creative at all. It's not. It doesn't flow in the way that us creatives flow, you know. So I empower you today. I'm not saying quit Spotlight. I'm not saying stop, you know, going to auditions. I'm just saying if it's not working for you, think outside the box and stop being a slave to the system. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Damn, that was an inspired one. Whew, that really got me here. Like, it's quite nice talking about it actually because I feel really passionately about it. I hope that taught some of you who aren't really in the acting world, and I hope that the ones who are in the acting world, it gave you some perspective. I'm going to try doing it out here more and more because it feels really nice. Like, there's like, it's like air. It allows me to breathe. I feel more confident out here. It feels good. So I'm going to try do it more out here. I'm going to try and do it every day. It's quite hard to bring this energy every day, but I'm going to try. Let me know, guys, if you have any suggestions for what you want me to talk about. I'm going to continue to talk about like my crazy experiences traveling and things that I'm passionate about. And I will also take you on trips with me. Like, I'm moving from here at some point, so that'll be an interesting one. I'll take you along with me. But let me know if you would like to see me talk about anything, or if you have any suggestions for the way I do my videos, because I'd love any input. Thank you so much, guys. Before I go, there's one more segment of a moment of me talking about something that has inspired me lately. All right, see you then. Mwah. One thing that has inspired me is that yesterday I realized I really enjoy creating songs impromptu. So if someone gives me a random line, I really love just creating random songs out of them. So for instance, there is a tree and it is tall. There's a tree and it is tall. There's a tree and it is tall. Tree and it is tall. It is tall. The tree is tall. It's very tall. The tree, it sprouts like joy. I don't know why I like doing that. It's fun. It's so fun. Okay, guys, so that's my daily inspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Mwah. Oh my God, my leg is dead, literally. can't handle sitting in one place at once. Oh my god, ow. I actually did it though, I managed it. Let's hope it all turned out well.